right, here's the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan, a lightweight that many believe will one day be wearing UFC gold around his waist. The winning streak is in tow, and the strength of schedule has just been fantastic, really dating to the Islam Makhachev fight back in 2019. At times, perhaps Tsarukyan has been a victim of expectation, but largely he has lived up to what was some appreciable hype when he signed with the UFC back in 2019. He has inched his way towards contention. He's a guy that some have called the boogeyman of lightweight division, a guy that a lot of people don't want to fight. Eventually, you gotta fight him. We'll see if he can rise to the occasion here tonight. All right, so here's the otherworldly mixed martial arts talent, Khabib Nurmagomedov, and there's so much made about his value as a corner man. Tonight, though, he is competing, and Hasbullah's in his corner.
Yeah, Coach Khabib is as undefeated as fighter Khabib, but we love getting the opportunity to see Nurmagomedov compete again. This guy is the definition of pressure. He is trying to take you down, and he does not hide his intentions. He wants to get in your face, he wants to take you down, and he wants to drown you. This guy's a savage, he's a beast. Every word that describes that is Khabib Nurmagomedov with Hasbullah in his corner.
And if Hasbullah didn't have any value, probably wouldn't be in the corner of Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for the former lightweight champ tonight. Khabib Nurmagomedov, ready to go, and so are we for our main event. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Arman Tsarukyan. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the World, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, here we are inside the home of the New York Knicks. It is Madison Square Garden, and I think a lot of people remember when Conor McGregor and Eddie Alvarez ushered in this building as far as the UFC is concerned back in 2016.
I mean, that place was insane when Conor McGregor became the UFC's double champion. From outside of the arena, you build up to the fight, to in the arena when Conor became the king. This is a great moment in the world's greatest arena. Look, the best fights in history have happened here. And on that night, Conor McGregor etched his name in stone.
All right, early round 1 action here as the fighter engages in the clinch. And again, we don't know the striking discrepancy here, but you got to think the wrestler is going to pursue these situations in this match.
I mean, he spent his lifetime here. He spent his lifetime in close. So he gets to the clinch, he gets chest to chest, and he's comfortable. No matter how good his opponent is in terms of overall skills, he is so well versed here that he feels like he is in the advantage position.
Oh, that is a high-level transition to half guard, and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound. Oh, right in the mount.
Nicely done.
He's trying to get back to his feet.
Nurmagomedov getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Oh, good ground and pound here. These ground strikes are starting to add up. Round two next.
All right, breathe. Deep breath in for me. All right, listen. I need you to go out there, and I want you to do more of that. Let's set up those takedowns with your strike.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists. Land strikes, don't throw too many, throw just enough, control, throw again, control. He did it perfect.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Tsarukyan gets caught by that straight hand.
If this guy doesn't move his head, his night is about to end. Oh, inside kick.
And again, he goes back to that inside leg kick. Nice punch there by Tsarukyan. And potentially a critical takedown here. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Tsarukyan.
Oh.
Constantly a moving target. Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done. Tsarukyan going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here.
Nice reversal on the ground. Great job.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Blow right there, DC. He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Well, watch for him to set up that hook again here.
Beautiful takedown was made.
All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
30 seconds now to go in the round.
Stop.
just misses there with the left. Nice work here on the clinch by Nurmagomedov. Pretty good position here with the single collar in the clinch. Nurmagomedov gets the takedown.
In a very close round, a takedown like that might be the difference.
Breathe deep and recover. Nice work that round. The striking looks awesome. Let's keep that up. I want to see accuracy right now. Don't worry.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight. All right, so here we go with our next round. Certainly a seminal moment in that previous round as he rocked him and nearly got him out of there. We'll see who has the upper hand now here.
That was a huge moment for him in that rock. He found his shot, rocked his opponent, couldn't get the finish, but he had to feel good walking back to the corner and now gets back off of the stool to start the next round.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Nurmagomedov going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to wear on his opponent by pulling the head down and punching with the free hand.
It's a pretty good jab. 3 minutes to go. So he's really starting to put together some significant...
Big double leg, double tie. He passes to half.
Khabib's going for the sub here. Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
No, he's not going to tap. It's tight, but not tight enough to finish him. Yep.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Man, this is some serious ground and pound. He's trying to put this dude's head like through the canvas.
He's one of the better ground and pound fighters we have in the entire UFC, and you're seeing why.
Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong work from the top here by Nurmagomedov. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish the technique. So nice.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
You're going to exchange with this guy.
All right, so there's the horn. That means it's the end of the round, and a lot of good offensive wrestling work from him over those previous 5 minutes.
I mean, great offensive wrestling. Every time he changed levels and got to his opponent's legs, he was able to secure the takedown. Let's see what type of fatigue his opponent will carry into the next round.
Ready, fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship rounds. What is a fighter's mindset when you get to this 16th minute of the fight?
This is when you understand that nothing is ever going to be harder. This is the hardest round in fighting. This is going to really test your will and your desire to become champion.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Nice job staying busy here in the clinch. All right, so now we start to see some redness underneath the elbow. You go here. How about the speed with which he is able to just toss his opponent to the mat?
The moment they came close, he knows, I got to fire in my hips, load you up and throw you. That's exactly what he did.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Tsarukyan. Oh, strong reversal on the ground here.
You need to work out his position.
All right, dominant position for him here, full mouth. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guards. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
He's got to be careful here. Oh, nice.
Right into side control. Under 2 minutes to go. Nurmagomedov's able to transition back to side control now.
There it is. Now he's on the mouth.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by Tsarukyan. Lands the ground and pound strike here. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. The ground strikes continue to pile up. That guillotine is tight.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent.
Oh, big shots from the top. While sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers, there have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler, and he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go.
Dig down and get going this round. Everything we do has to...
Ready. Ready. Good.
Fifth and final round. All right, so here we go with our next round. DC, you are known for having one of the higher fight IQs in the game, and I would put him on that list after what we saw in terms of the body work there.
He did a fantastic job of mixing up his target, not headhunting, going to the body, making that investment into forcing a mistake later that will allow him to chase the finish. It was a perfectly placed shot, and you see his opponent reacting violently from that punch.
Oh, big left hook there.
Nice level change. Beautiful transition.
Tsarukyan gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet.
Oh, nice double leg, yes.
Both fighters get up now.
Oh!
Nice judo toss for him there. Under 3 minutes now to go in this one.
Now he's going full mount. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Nurmagomedov.
He's got to be careful here.
All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Nurmagomedov's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Final 10 seconds of the fight. Ooh, right into side control. Oh, back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. All right, so an epic 25-minute championship fight here tonight, and it seems like the incumbent has done enough to retain his title.
They say every time you're fighting, when you're the champion, you get the biggest, baddest guy in the entire world. So, of course, it's going to be close. But I believe the champ did just enough to retain his title.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 49-46. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
All right, so judges' scorecards needed. Not often the case when Khabib Nurmagomedov competes, but he gets it done by decision and keeps that O in the loss column.